afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Name Master Propaganda here of Reich, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on crossing in the woods between the south. We got Angreifen fighting here for Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Panzer Division. That's in the north. We got here Desmond fighting for the Soviet Union, socialism, the motherland. Rolling out here with the 212th Rifle Division, and he's got partisans, Lend-Lease, and got motor supporting him versus Angreifen, mechanized assault, and mobile defense. Certainly an emphasis there on lighter vehicles with a bit of heavy armor sort of snug in there, and otherwise medium armor. There's a bit there going on there, and sort of different sides. Of course, Desmond is much more varied. There's partisans, there's Shermans, half-tracks, machine guns, and Guardsmen, heavy mortars, and T-30-45s. Can't start there, of course, with the supporting companies. That's Maximum's probably on the way there. Versus Angreifen's there, Grenadiers and MD-42s. Pretty standard in that sense. They do sort of mirror each other. And sort of what they're sort of going for. There's infantry and machine guns. We will, of course, have to see how much they will mirror each other. Sandbags up here, nicer position in the way that thus he can actually defend the point, hold it, but at the same time, his opponent can't use the cover in quite the same way with the same amount of meaning. In part because it's aimed that way, meaning, if it attacks from here, it's not very efficient, but at the same time, you can't just, defend it from in there, so it rather limits what he can do with the sandbags. So overall, they're well set up there. Well set up by Desmond, and they're going focusing on the western side. So, but so far, sort of focusing on each side of the map. We also think Desmond are pushing at the Maximum now on his own, carting it ahead there. The Maximum, actually pre-World War I era machine gun. This third version, in fact, having wheels on it because the Russian army back then was pretty much all infantry based, with little carry anything else about it. So they basically had something that could beat carters about between points and so on there. Little fun fact there, and the Soviets actually rather stuck to it. In fact, their next machine gun after that one, which I think called the Sokolev or something like that, also had wheels for it to be carted about on.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
So, little fun fact there as well. There you go, pushing ahead. The MD-42 here, Grenadiers here, setting up a bit more aggressively. Got more Grenadiers moving towards the centre. We've got a 3rd squad on the way there for Angreifen. Maximus setting up, and there you go, Grenadiers push back. More conscripts there, and Desmond just sort of strolling up here. Also noting he's wiring off a lot of cover, making thus easier to defend here, because, well, it's going to be harder to attack since there's not really a lot of cover here for the opponent then to utilise. So should actually wire off the bit as well there to deny that part of it as well. But then again, just more barbed wire. You'll probably also wire off here just in case. Just to ensure there's no chances of that being utilised either. And oh, Yuri, maybe we should wire off the sandbags. Wire off the sandbags? Are you crazy, Dimitri? Do you think we have that much barbed wire to spare?
Mortar team reports ready for
there we go, more fighting here. We got a mortar team out now for Desmond, just a regular 82mm. Contact push back. Bit of barbed wire though, of course, there's still light cover there, so there's a bit there, not quite as effective. They should lay down more. Maximum from the north, engaging the gun is going to go pushing them back. And there you go, he is in fact wiring off the sandbags. I'm just figuring that would be the priority rather than, some other bits. But sandbags there could also be wired off. But overall, aggressive wiring there from Desmond, though the way he's doing it is only just light cover. I mean, you could also further lay down barbed wire just to make it harder for the opponent to move in a straight line, thus further impeding an attack. But also, for example, when it comes to blobbing, really diminishing its effectiveness. Since blobs are very much dependent on being able to move in a straight line. If you move that from a blob, you can actually do a lot to disarm it as well that way. So, I mean, that sense, just a straight up barbed wire in the right place can be surprisingly effective. There you go, 82mm modifying weight, constant level reinforced. He's putting down there to grab the cutoff point. Desmond going very close to there versus Angreifen. Angreifen actually losing ground. And the 3rd, not 3rd Grenadier squad, that's actually the 2nd Pioneer squad. The heavy tier 1 there for Angreifen. I would actually slightly guess 4 Grenadiers. I mean, it isn't quite as popular as it used to be. But still see some players go for it, but it seems like they realise, it's not that good and you will generally bleed yourself out, particularly because most players then A, don't choose a doctrine sort of fits or anything else that might work with 4 Grenadiers, like say a 251 half track or 2.
Our opponents are seizing
there you go, Desmond pushing up though. We got Angreifen sort of counter Angreifening. and cutting off and harassing there. We got a maximum up to do with that, though obviously with the maximum being more mobile than say how the machine guns of course can swiftly move it up there. But again, the maximum was over a utilized lot there in the World War I era. The Germans had their own version of that one, the MG8. In fact, they created a light machine gun variant, which was known as the MG8-15, which apparently also ended up being the name of something that works, but you know, isn't very inspired or anything. In German, that is. Fun fact there, but there you go, maximum full swamped here by Grenadiers, a bit on its own, and in this case can't quite turn about to do with two Grenadier squads like that at the same time. Mortar firing in there. Gunsons moving ahead. And there you go, Grenadiers assaulting the mortar crew. Desmond is already on the front back, and we got a doctrine here for Desmond, by the way. It is Guards motor. Guards from these support the rifle division. Possibly some Guards armour and some heavy mortar crews as well. If he decides to go for that, I would certainly give him more artillery versus the Germans with a bit more range as well. Constantly engaged by Grenadiers out in the open. Grenadiers being pushed back there by conscripts. Overall noting here, I think Desmond is actually waiting here for the Guardsmen. He's not going for so much, he's flooding manpower, which usually would indicate the considering the junction here he's at. He's probably planning some guards that way, you know, more aggressively go towards Angreifen, but also for himself a light vehicle, since, well, most German players at the moment do tend to go for the 2-2-2, so guards in that sense are a pretty straightforward counter choice. So of course have to see that is what he goes for. Of course, we're preoccupied now with the front line. There we go, 2 command points, guards becoming colder, and there we go. Gasp on the way, throwing some light machine guns, and he's got a pretty solid elite infantry unit there, or at least heavy infantry unit. Trump being called out there for the MD-42, but he's opening up as well, Constance one back next with it on his own, and again pushing for the CoH2 aggressive harassment. Thus, Angreifen trying to keep up the pressure there, good, and we got more engineers, perhaps we're planning to take up, or go for flamethrowers. And this one back from Maxim. Mortar fire hunting the pioneers there. No light machine gun though for the Guardsmen. No light machine gun. They really should get that. I mean, it's kind of a waste not to go for a light machine gun for the Guard squad if you get them, because it just really improves their anti-infantry firepower. So instead he's going for munitions somewhere else. He's laying down a demo charge on the western victory point. I mean, that's not a bad choice either, but really, Guardsmen with light machine guns are going to be a much better investment long term. Also, nice little S-mine field here from Angreifen, Sprengmine or jumping mine. Basically worked by well, jumping up and then blowing up.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Nasty little thing there. Certainly one of many nasty German tricks during the war. For some, they also managed to make mines, which really couldn't be detected by minesweepers due to being made mostly of wood and glass. Oh, nice smoke screen. Just too bad it wasn't quite fully timed then. Instead, the Guardsmen got repulsed by the MD-42. This was probably in part against shift about the MD-42, which was being rushed here by the pioneers. He had to retreat, since otherwise they could actually, you know, do a lot of damage and get suppressed. Grabbing the flamethrower now. That's a loss for Dezman. After they're getting off, but still, nice attempt here by Dezman. Just not quite supremely well executed. And interesting enough, Angreifen is not going for the 2-2-1. Now that's actually rare. Most German players at this point would have gone for at least 1-2-2-2, perhaps even 2 or 3. Oh, also noting here another S-mine field around here. Noting, by the way he has positioned it, it's actually difficult to notice the signs due to the foliage and also the, you know, standard camera angle. That's also another way you can sort of use the terrain there to hide things like, say, S-mines, but also just regular mines. So even if there's a minesweeper, they're going to be lots harder for a player to pick up. And there you go, straight for the S-mines, taking some losses in this case. Not the most effective, but still did some damage there. Still nice placement there of Angreifen. It's really right out under Desmond, so now it's again just the way he placed. You're a lot more likely just to miss it. So nice work there, making use of the natural terrain. Demo charge is spotted. Of course, also danger of demo charges where Guardsmen DPs can't be countered with a minesweeper. Would be a bit silly if they could. Yuri, they have minesweeper. Oh, a light machine guns don't work. Have you been drinking again? Yes. Give it to me, you idiots. I'll shoot.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
More S-mines. He's actually been laying out a lot of S-mines. But also note the way he's doing it. It's just small clumps here and there in cover or spots he has to move through. So as soon as his opponent has to
Our
move
lines of
through.
supply are
But
disrupted.
again, very nice work there. Very nice work. Panzers getting caught. And again, now the part was actually paying off their bit. Problem is, in this case, the MD-42 and also, well, just the MD-42. Otherwise, you could probably have held that much better there if you just take in the Panzer guns with the Guardsmen, though. At the same time, light machine guns are still very much sort of necessary. Have the best chance there. Panzer guns were caught by a Maxim. And we're getting a mortar there as well for Angreifen now, so both sides will soon have mortars. T7 on the way there for Desmond. Bringing ahead the armor, we got a Pack 40 here. Actually, Angreifen is playing well, very aggressive with the Wehrmacht. He's just spreading out very aggressively, keeping himself very thinly. There are some elements that are more focused, but he's relying basically on a mix of just aggressive tactics and S-mines to keep his opponent a bit off guard, a bit off focus. And again, S-mines. Noting also the way he's placing them right here, for example. Just, you know, right on the count. There you go, more S-mines sort of going off. They're killing them back. Oh, wipes the Maxim entirely. I'll bet you that spot just caught 15 munitions again, and it can be surprisingly effective. Just placing S-mine fields here and there. I mean, there are some players who will tell you, oh, they're useless precautions in signs, but again, during a fighting, doing very intense fighting, you know, most people aren't going to be paying attention to that. And again, also not quite nice to dealing with harassers, but again, also just placing them where, you know, it's a lot harder to spot them also works, I mean, really. Some nice mine tactics there from Angreifen. Very good there, very good. Definitely giving you something more to go up with against the Russian player here. Pack 40 being overwhelmed there by conscripts in the centre here. Pioneers versus engineers. And there go, push back. Heavy mortar on the way there, so now we got Desmond there with 2 mortars, 1 medium, 1 heavy. Let must mind that not the heaviest mortar the Soviets attack, they had 161 as well. Quite bigger than that. Though it only saw action like 1944-45, but it certainly packed a punch. Oh, punch minutes on running. Got a bit lucky there, the T7 really didn't do any steers down, so it's 45 with a gun. Although we got the 120mm mortar now, so that's really bad news for Angreifen on the receiving end, in particular coordinated with the 82mm mortar. Bringing our mortar here would be helpful, maybe mortaring up the India, just smoking, kind of just making the Pack 40 mortar here. Expecting the T7 to move up here, we're seeing here that Angreifen's already thinking ahead, planning ahead for larger engagements. But there you go, at the same time as bringing it up his men within the range of 2 mortars, so that is not without its risks either. In fact, he's managed them awfully much. Got mortar firing down there, very close hitting the Grenadiers there. There you go, looks like he's getting the memo. He has to sort of sit away. There you go. And now we've got another problem. Pack 40 is actually now exposed, can't easily get out of that situation. Right here's the chance, but then again, there's S-mines covering up the elements here, so there's a small chance of actually, you know, saving it. But again, in part, just largely is the sandbags, the S-mines. The sandbags aren't being Desmond just directly rushing into the barbed wire as well. In that sense, some of Desmond's earlier operations rather saved. Angreifen Pack 40 as well. Grenadiers running there. Oh, more S-mines going off. Again, surprisingly effective, and I do think they're sort of one of the more vital elements of a good German Wehrmacht defense. Yes, they are very cheap. Again, you need 6 munitions to lay them down, but just lay, you know, down bits one at a time, and you can just usually say build one part of the field and just pay 15 munitions. And that's actually how most players just use to lay down maybe 1 or 2 fields of it, but never the entire thing. There's some very sharp mine uses there by Angreifen. You also have tech up here. In fact, he's used a bit of tier 2 just to pack 40 Panzer. He's moving straight on for tier 3. There's a Palmer Corps. Whereas we still got Desmond sort of hanging about here in Tanker Weaver Tank Command land. He has yet to take up go for his own tier 3. Guards moving up there. And he's finally up with the DP lock team. He's going to their country coming up as well. Pressure up the left as well with engineers and a guardsman maximum now. Quick grenade there. Oh, almost put up the Grenadiers. Also, here's a fun fact about the Guards grenade. It actually outperforms the Panzer Grenadier's fun grenade despite costing the same. It actually has a better AoE sort of thing going on with it, which is a bit strange seeing as guys go using the smaller squad and the larger squad, whereas it's almost more or less vice versa. The Pentagon is the smaller squad using it versus generally larger squads, yet theirs is less effective. It's generally one of those oddities I really wish I could get around to fixing, because it just makes no sense. You pay 45 minutes for this, yet you get the performance of a pineapple grenade, which is generally cheaper. And I actually think it also has a shorter timer on it, meaning it's more effective actually, wiping units since you have less time to get away from it compared to the button grenade. It does strike me as a bit peculiar, but they've got more smart field here. Again, trying to defend, make it harder for Desmond to move freely. Pushing up the west though. Hey, Mortifier, they're really doing a number there. You also notice he's actually wiped the 82mm mortar. Put right there by Angreifen's mortar crews. They'll probably recruit any time now and then, sort of turn it back against Angreifen. Continue to mortar away at the sod. Interesting to note is that Desmond has only gone for a single guard squad. Normally you'd expect maybe at least 2 of them, since again that's quite a lot of firepower. And now we're seeing Angreifen's actually losing a lot of ground. Here we got a Stub on the way from a Sturmgeschütz. Also noting Angreifen is yet to choose a doctrine. Pulling back there as well. Desmond making good progress on the left flank as well. And Angreifen just overall losing ground. The mortars certainly not helping either. Heavy mortars moving up there again, being carted forwards. Noting by the way the wheels there was basically just chinging about. Usually they'll remove it from the whole cart there and sort of set it up to fire properly. Back for the neat reinforcement. Stug almost done. He's probably getting it to do with that T-70 since he needs something that can actually hunt it down a bit more mobily. One is on the west side, and there you go. Sturmgeschütz arrives here for the 3rd Panzer Division. Deutschland.
Stuka available to drop smoke. New items can now be built.
Good machine gun fire here. Mortar firing down here. And less mortar fire around here. Let's look at this. There you go, got the Sturmgeschütz running ahead under these, punching under these. We've got spotting scopes on the way there to help us do better targets. There you go, heavy mortar lands down the grenadiers. Guards grenade there. There you go, T-7 moving up as well. Still not nearby to support. And that's the T-7 is actually a good chance of escaping there from any return fire returns. And Pack 40 still there, forgotten it seems by Angreifen. And his merry men.
The enemy is attempting to steal
More spots going off here. Almost got the T-7 line chain there with the Stug. Half HP veteran trauma, the T-7 meant to go away there. And we got tech up here for Dezman. He's going for the mechanized armor company, so we could expect T-34s soon enough. We could go for the S-85. Tank destroyer, Pack 40 finally reinforced by the way. Dezman overall keeping good pressure. He should consider some mines here and there. There's only been the demo charge. There's been no mines from Dezman actually something to catch up some of the Angreifen's infantry and kill it. On the other hand, we also know, he's still got the Minesweeper, so it's not like, he's taking Desmond lightly or anything. You could almost say it's the opposite, because he's not laying down any mines to sort of catch up Angreifen's men. Class with mortar moving about there. Heavy mortar seems to have... Oh, that's the one there. I thought it was back. No, I know it's 82. And we've got a command tank out front, Dr. He fails Panzerwagen to lead the men to victory against the Eva. Quick push up here, Guardsman sent running, Cult's holding up here just to make it hard to grab the point there.
Supply sector under attack.
Guardsman sent fire. There we go. Machine guns plenty. Bit of firing here. Max rolling up the Pioneers, picking them down in a matter of moments. Going for once at the centre. We got Engineers running ahead. And just support, but we've got the support here trying to deal with the counter there. Go push them away. T-35 on the way for Desmond. Bringing up some more serious medium armour there to counter the fascist threat. This time here for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage and guns in terms of kills ahead. Not a lot of surprises there really, partly because the teams are not much sooner, also meaning overall more damage there, but also just because larger squads overall does mean that. So, you know, no big surprises there. Seems about right. Not too far ahead, though at the same time it is important to note, though, that Angreifen's actually been losing a lot of units, so while it says, you know, he's only killed something, and there's a clear discrepancy, his overall Desmond in that regard is seeing surprisingly well. And again, that loss rate is actually something for Angreifen to worry a bit about. In terms of army value, a bit closer, but again, the command tank does go next. Though, of course, the T-34 will push Desmond up there in a matter of moments. Resource float-wise, close to each other as well. Lastly, following each other there in terms of tempo. And in terms of points held, initial advances, Angreifen now sort of going more towards Desmond there. So the things are slightly turning about there. Desmond is doing some good damage here to Angreifen. Things being a little bit rough. Oh, never mind, there was actually a mine there. Silly me. I actually missed that one. But right now, Angreifen's a bit on the back foot. The T-35 will probably not help either, though, of course, depending how you see Stug in the command tank, he can count it pretty solidly, and of course deal with other elements. Of course, if he gets caught off guard, things are going to be a lot more ugly. So that T-35 can do a lot of damage to Angreifen if he's not careful. So, for Angreifen mines, I think, are on the sort of menu here. Teller mines, a few more S mines, always keeping up the pressure there, and some more Stugs down the road will be necessary versus all those T-35s, because a single Stug there is not going to cut it. So another Stug would be, I think, a very good choice there for Angreifen. Perhaps an additional Pack 40 until he can get out there would certainly also help there versus the T-30-45s. Fuel caches would not be a bad choice either. And there's also the option for going for a howitzer. That way, you know, bombard, Desmond, perhaps counter his mortars a bit hard, but also catch some units here and there. Beyond that, not so much else to sort of comment on with him. For Desmond, I mean, he's going there for the T-35s. That's good. He's got some units there, but he probably should get some more infantry, I would suspect, or suggest. Getting some more guards rather than would be the best choice here. More light machine guns, just more pressure, but also some just to hurt the armor a bit more. They're keeping it a bit more cautious. So I think that would be a good choice. Plus, of course, it also just allows the guardsmen to veteran up faster. So going for guardsmen at this point also just serves, you know, just faster veterancy, faster bonus, and all just more solid infantry faster. So overall, more guardsmen I think would be the best choice for Desmond. Perhaps sneaking a fuel cache to help with armor down the road, so you get more T-35s, but also perhaps sneaking in some T-34-76s. Mines would also, I think, be some good choices there for Desmond. Otherwise, try and isolate some of Angreifen's units here and there and sort of wipe them out and perhaps lay down some smoke screen before pulling off some assaults. So, let's return to the fight though and see what happens next. Command tank firing right against high explosive shells from its low velocity gun. Veterans one for the Panzer Grenadier. Certainly took a bit of time there to get there, to be honest. Got the Stug moving ahead here. Noting he has got no pin bomb machine gun there added to the Stug missions. Guard takes some losses. He needs to push back here by Pioneers. Of course, you've got the command tank ever vigilant, ready to support Deutschland. And there you go, Panzers moving up. But we got a T-70 in the way, and we got the T-35 around there for Desmond with its 85mm gun. Pioneers pinned down to the ground. Engaged, far from the fields Panzerwagen. Things nasty to see them coming in there. And there you go, we got Mark Beagle on there as well. Good work, good work. Return to actions, there you go, good hit. Also notice it's holding only 5 vehicles in case anything pops up. It's not going to try and take a chance on them, so no need to be much more focused on the mountain. Zombies is not moving it though. Perhaps he's going to use the Pack 40 there to get off the hits. They'll probably see still risking losing his command tank. Justifies Pack 40 more time to shoot at it, so this could actually backfire there on Angreifen. And there we go, we did got the Stug going up. The problem is though, it's on the road, being fast on the road. In this case, his Stug's now not on the road, he's not moving either. And there you go, quickly outmaneuvered. Damage engine as well. This is quickly turning out there for Angreifen. Stug almost knocked out there. Kennedy's going up for the Panther fast. Jürgen shoots, and the T-35 is down. The Stug is almost knocked out there. Constant again from so points it. Pack 40 in a bad position, Kennedy's as well. Oh dear, this has been a harsh series of losses there to Angreifen. Losing a command tank, he's about to lose his Stug as well. Second anti-tank grenade fails to penetrate. A small bit of luck there for Angreifen in a sea of woe. Panzer moving forward here, constantly need to be careful. And Grenadiers up north, they're providing support there with the light machine gun. Stug, though, still no health, but still back in the base. Got the T-70 moving in. Could we try and actually go for a wipe there? Could he try and actually go in and knock out the Stug? Stug misses, and T-70 gets to Stug. 9. Terrifying blow there to Angreifen. By Desmond, T-70 quickly self-repairs there. Rushing ahead here. Bad news there for Angreifen. That rather hurt him a lot, but there you go, he managed to wipe the 82mm mortar again. Small bit of success here, though he can easily recruit, and thusly doesn't, I would say, constitute quite a big victory as, you know, knocking out a Stug and a command tank. Even if he lost the T-35, I would say he definitely managed to earn in his T-35 quite nicely, seeing as well. It only costs a bit more, 5 fuel more, and well, 20 manpower. So throwing on the Stug on top of that, and that was a pretty good deal there for Desmond. Obviously, it would have been better if it actually had survived, but overall, that wasn't exactly half bad. Smoke bombs there, covering up the Panzergrenadier. Worst mine action here on the right flank. Push up through the centre, overwhelming the mortar crew there, and quickly sending the MD-42 running as well there. Angreifen, the Pack 40 is being pulled back here. Infantry wise, though, he's still looking reasonably strong there. Again, Desmond is for some reason not bringing up more guardsmen, when he could actually be doing that.
Enemy forces capturing
Of course, he could also now be going for another T-30-45. He could of course also try and wait a bit longer, then go for several T-34-76s, but the T-35 certainly represents a nice investment. Either way, we got another Stug out here for Angreifen for Germany.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Also, a fun fact about Stugs is around, I think, after Stalingrad and some of the large armor losses, that was actually cursed, but it was around there, 1942-1943 period. There were some changes made to German Panzer Division organization, like the infantry sort of lost an infantry battalion around after Stalingrad. The Panzer Divisions also lost a Panzer battalion, who for some time it was basically replaced with a Stug battalion, meaning they had 2 Panzer battalions and a Stug battalion, sort of part of them organically. Around 1944, mid to late 1944, though, they, in those cases, lost that Stug battalion as well, just leaving them with the 2 Panzer battalions. Little fun fact there. But the T-70 quickly went down there, charging straight into a heavy line of fire there. Double that 40 quite nasty, plus the Stug came more firing down there. T-35 2 arriving. Cuts then the fire to the flanking Grenadier. What is going to do that with that T-30-35? He's under fire, coaxial machine gun fire and home machine gun fire. Soviet tanks were never much on hand-to-mount machine guns, so there's some of the heavier armour. Even that I think is standardised. You could vary from heavy tank to heavy tank type. It was only, I think, until the Cold War around 1945 or something like that, the 55. They began sort of mounting pin on machine guns regularly on their heavy tanks in general. Maximus MB-42 plus Stug here. Really should add a pin on machine gun, I think. Still, overall, Desmond is in control of the field here versus Angreifen. Angreifen very much in the back, but he's also deployed quite a bit of manpower now. Caches could be good, or I suppose he could actually now use the opportunity to go for a howitzer, bringing up some more serious artillery there versus the mortars, which I imagine must be causing Desmond here some grief. And no, not the howitzer, anything like that. He's going for another Panzergrenadier squad for Germany. Go for the fuel there, and he's actually pulled up more gas, but finally good work there for Desmond, good work.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Garsman suppressed, T-35 moving up here on the eastern side. Mission planning tank to attack Angreifen base and a force track a bit more towards there. That would not be a bad choice, I think. Would be an interesting choice for sure. Looks like that is not the case here. for S-Man's coming on the central point here, mortar firing down here. And Pack 40 is constantly shifting back. So we've got Mount down here for Desmond, covering up towards the north. Good. Guardsmen trained to the S-Man field there, several losses suffered. A bit of fighting here, Guardsmen some of these and the Navy forces put out in the open, they suffer little protection and ultimately sent running back there by the German infantry. Gunned down.
Enemy forces are
What's attack
attempting to
again?
capture
Countered
our
by the
territory.
S-Mines. Those S-Mines really paying off there for Angreifen. Really paying off. They've broken up so many assaults there from Desmond, just caused so many losses, and again also wiped a few units. I mean, that's overall pretty good there. I was saying so far they've been rather integral to his efforts, so they had prevented him from losing ground here to Desmond though. Now Desmond is actually going for Katusha, going for some mortars. He's got 2 mortars there, and if I'm spread sensing, I'd not say he's not really using them that effectively. So I kind of feel like going for a Katusha now might be a bit over the top when he probably benefit from another tank, you know, another T-35 to that way pressure Angreifen. Instead, he's going for a Katusha now. So I'm not entirely sure that's going to work out too well for him.
Rocket launcher on the
And
field.
another command tank for Angreifen. Go Katusha out. Troops are holding by the MD-42, halfway to its fleet.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Moving up here, counter-switching the fire. Counter-switching out there, imparting to the command to the imparting bonuses for the gas, making it a bit tougher there. But there you go, mortar fixes that up a bit.
A squad of infantry has been killed.
And we got losses there
Before they
for
retreat.
Desmond. Looks like Counter-Support all in this walk annihilated, a bit handful there to Desmond. Angreifen certainly got the bigger force there. Go T-35 for the Pack 40s, we got both there. Command T-35 moving up there as the Pack 40s is far away, shot after shot. From some Panzer up there, and all the Stuka goes in on that as well. Looking for some time there. Go get Katusha barrels straight on the Pack 40s, hitting there, one of them, and the Stuka bit. So there you go, force Angreifen to pull back a bit. Panzers though charging 40s, quickly gaining control of the victory points here. Despite Desmond's heavy barraging, I do think he needs to work his heavy mortar with his other mortar there a bit. And barraging a bit more. He's being surprisingly passive, I feel, to some extent there with his heavy mortar. I know his Panzers there going up to the Guardsmen again, commanding spawn. They are venturing to as well, they're actually quite tough customers. There you go, grenade goes off though, crushing their hopes of just clearing out all the Guardsmen on their own, but there you go. Ultimately, a lot of Guardsmen have been broken there in the water and on the broken ground. We've got a maximum remaining, valiantly holding the point for the motherland. We've got Panzer going to the again, and an MD-42 moving up here to counterattack. Push forwards for Germany. No further sun armor there for Angreifen, or again howitzer. Constantly right there in what remains of the S-Mine field with a flamethrower.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
T-Fil having repaired, Katusha almost ready to fire again. T-Fil up. Could of course use self-repair as well. He's actually trying to mortar something. Good work. Better field than German mortar. Left side's not seeing much present there from Desmond at the moment. Having go punching on the taking heavy damage there from the T-3045. The T-35 and the gun machine guns proving quite hazardous to their health.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Nice hit there. German mortars causing quite a few problems. He's really trying to get there with the heavy mortar, but the heavy mortar begins to suffer out there in the face of German artillery. Stug being fixed up, having suffered a bit of damage there from Russian fighting. And there you go, catches the mortar crew, sending uncast mortar crew running there without wiping it though. Before to holding another cast assault there from Desmond. command coming up. They're going to moving up the western side. T-35 not moving a much to support around the centre. British battering down the running before to the back 40. Not a single rocket so far as it. There we go. Almost got the Infantry 2 to come out and then taking it down to the crunch. There we got Panzers. They're really supporting it. 2 full squads of Panzers are going to do it. Some of them quite bent, sending their Desmond's infantry running, having broken his centre. More to there. Almost lands a hit. Almost. But not quite. Punch going to be caught there. Now the Stug on the way there for Angreifen. And of course, Desmond right now can actually go for another T-35 if he wanted to. But down goes. Straight to the front of fire, the Pack 40 in the command tank. Pulling that back, 6 kills for the motherland. Maxim Valiantly remains here. Katyusha is almost ready to launch another payload of deadly rockets straight into the face of the enemy. But we can certainly see how Angreifen is sitting around his anti-tank guns. He's not entirely sure where Desmond's going to strike, but he wants to make it harder for him, at the very least he can guess where the tank guns are. Wipe the guard squad then in a matter of a few shots there. Good work, good work. Looks like the Pack 40 actually got some of the infantry kills there with an armor piercing round. Very good work. There you go, Infantry 2 max approach from support here. There's only one thing to note here about Desmond, his maximum use has actually been surprisingly passive. There we go, second T-35 on the way for Desmond. And here's a modified plans moving up the ground enemy lines looking for his target. In fact, could get the hair multiple there, I think. No, he's going for the car point, instead he's actually missed him 2 times, perhaps he would wipe the hair multiple crew. I'll say that's a missed opportunity there, if anything. He's actually going up instead for something else. Valdelano, sadly too late there. There you go, takes a nice hit there from the hair mortar. Almost 52 there, T-55 number 2 almost done. German armor hanging about there. Beyond that, not doing too much.
What we have secured.
And there we go, second T-35 has arrived there for Desmond. We tried to attack through the centre, we're actually trying to outflank. Angreifen deal with them that way, ball passes going up there, we're catching the mortar through. But there you go, almost up here with the T-35s. Machine guns firing, main guns roaring.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
Almost. Stooge, they're moving up to drop. Pack 40 is well nearby. Oh dear. Straight into a strong anti-tank upon there. Go on, T-35 focused down in a matter of moments. Target weak upon there, doesn't quite manage to go off. That was not good there for Desmond. In that sense, just hunting down the Panzers there rather gave Angreifen some time there to figure out where they're going, and then of course set up a reception for them. Rather rapidly relieving Desmond of one of his 2 T-35s, leaving out with only 1. And the map not looking overall too friendly towards him. Angreifen having a now much larger force with more armour and more infantry. In fact, the only thing he does know more of is artillery. In which case, Desmond has a major advantage. The other issue, though, for Desmond is he's not very good at putting his artillery to use. He's not really getting a lot of kills in with anything. Which I would argue indicates he's got some room for improvement there, I think. There we go, find some machine guns to the Stooks as well. Shouldn't get there. Running.
Is falling into enemy hands.
Great hit from Haywater on the Stug.
We have 200
But the actual wall that probably could have taken it out, since most tanks and assault guns really had thin, tough armour. And many were lost to artillery, in fact. And again, might have some chances of finding more to that over. There he goes straight to the Pack 40 and 2 here with the second T-35. Seems like he can quite learn. Which I would say is tragic for the tank crews. As Desmond. There you go, trying to flank out the Stug. Not bad, but the Stug not too far away. Intrusive fire going in. He might get one Stug. And there goes Stug. He's down, but he's very close to the T-35 as well. And there you go, go. T-35 down. Second tank wrecked. That Desmond's forces are rather crushed. Not a lot left. The grenades going off. Men being slaughtered on retreat. Veterans run for the command. And there you go. Gaspard Goldwyn is getting the 5 at this point. Desmond's got nothing left. He's crushed. And that's game over. A victory here for Angreifen. A victory for the 3rd Panzer Division. Some brutal fighting here. Initially, Angreifen did well, but around the mid-game, things began looking a bit sour, but Angreifen managed to turn around. I think for Desmond, over one of the issues was, again, he had a lot of artillery, but he wasn't very good at fully utilising it. He was very passive in some senses, and otherwise the Katyusha fire was overall a bit more, I think, sort of not so effective as well, which rather, I think, hurt Desmond's chance of really doing some lot of damage since it just had a lot of resources, not quite achieving a lot there. He should also have gone for more guards, but soon on he should have been better at upgrading them, but also more mines. I think Desmond down that overall stood a better chance. Another issue was he kept charging his tanks into where basically the lines were thickest and most of the anti-tank guns were pointed, which resulted in a lot of needless losses that way as well. So that's also, I think, something that Desmond could work on. Angreifen, for his part, though, played rather well, very aggressively, riskily, I think. Very riskily aggressively, that could backfire on him. But in part, he also made good use of S-Man to mitigate some of the losses and also just sort of frustrate his opponent and make it easier for him to defend. So in that sense, you know, well played there by Angreifen. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you these fun matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in me some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Linking. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.